Ernest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Chiefs at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. They start the drive with White, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Hey,
Rodgers now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Carter. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now back to the ground game with White. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells that offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Mahomes now on first down. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Mahomes looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And again, it's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Mahomes now to throw. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And I'll tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Buckles on target. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Rodgers now to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work, because he's going to look out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense, because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
And Mahomes is going to keep it.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kadarius Toney
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here to Waller, and he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Open man, that's Renfro. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Back in the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. A final shot before break. Rodgers. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Opting to run again here with White. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
26.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And a dump off to White.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second down, a run with Carter.
And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. First down, here's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 29, Mahomes targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have retaken a third quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Rodgers to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Gets the check down throw to White. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Rodgers with a keeper, and he'll get nothing out of that one. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line.
Here's White.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
56 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Raiders 24, Chiefs 21. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And
this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback. Mahomes to throw it. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Mahomes will throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hand steam ready.
No doubt about it.
And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground with White. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Las Vegas, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark.